Hello, another week, another open vault. Let's go see what people are up to. Okay, let's see. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Why, hello. Welcome to
the Madness Cave.
Welcome to our messy abode for now. We're setting up for a game. It's the fourth game in a mini-series that Scary and I are doing. And the key and I will probably note it's Battlefleet Gothic. You get the landscape book, the classic Battlefleet Gothic book. They do landscape because they wanted room for all the really long ships and everything. And it opens up well too. So it's probably one of the only landscape books they did, weirdly enough. I guess it didn't really come off that well. I don't know.
We're having a little bit of leeway since it's the holidays in the studio to film some really fun content that's close to our hearts.
Yeah, these are all, we get to do a lot of passion well, I like the summertime, give or take a few months, for spring and fall, because lots of guests come by on vacation. I get to meet a lot of new people, but I really like also the wintertime, give or take a few months, because that's when we get to do our passion projects, because we have the time to do. We don't have hundreds of guests. So we get, it's waves, it ebbs and flows, right? So we have long periods of time where we're just knocking out either connected narrative games with guests, big games with guests, or just match play games with guests. And then, it kind of cools off after you've done that enough, and then you get to do things that you don't normally ever really get to do. Things like Battlefleet Gothic campaigns, and we have an idea for the history of Warhammer 40k in the works. Only very rough draft concept, but I think we got most of what we want done there.
Oh, very excited. It's been a fun couple of days.
Yeah.
Just got back from probably the most competitive game in a competitive tournament in all of Warhammer, which is the World Championship of Warhammer.
Like the World Championship.
And I was perfectly average.
Oh, yeah?
4-4. Amongst champions, I'm the most average as they come.
Okay. 4-4. What was your most heartbreaking loss?
It was the last game against the gentleman who won best overall at the event. His Knight Army. No, that was best general. Yeah. Best overall, so hobby.
Everything, gotcha.
Jose all the way from Spain.
Okay.
And he passed a single battle shock test that gave him enough points to win.
That's not a bad way to
lose. Gave
him
like 7 points at the end, and it was a 5.
It was on a roll?
Win.
It was not like an inspiring presence, it was just a roll?
It was just a roll. He'd done the inspiring presence earlier.
Gotcha.
It was one little armature.
Oh! Okay.
That was a great game.
That's not a bad
game. But that was a little
yeah.
heartbreaking because if I would have won, I would have got Best Drukari, which I was really kind of hoping for.
Oh!
But the guy that won Best Drukari was Aaron, all the way from the Netherlands.
Right.
Ran my Void Raven bomber list. And the name of his list was Scary ? And he beat me out by like 2 or 3 percentage points. It was like poetic. You know what I mean? Like the old Archon and yes, opens a space for the new. So as I was saying, and before the tangent, it's been nice to go on a tangent and play something that's more, old school scenario based, not symmetrical missions, totally wacky with charts upon charts upon charts, and it's just been great fun.
They keep it as balanced as they can in the fact that you have roughly the same amount of points, not always the same amount of points.
Yeah.
And they give you a scenario with asymmetrical goals. Lots of scenarios like that. I miss that gaming a lot. I know gradually why that would have gone away, because you think about it, you do a pickup game with your buddy or someone you've never played with before, and then, I guess you know what, show this off. I'll keep talking loudly.
See this? This is a side table that you need for this game for low orbit.
Yep.
So you play a game over here, and then you go into low orbit, and then your ships transfer to this table and play, and everybody just puked because that was the fastest transition. And then you play on here, and in this mission I'm trying to do something which you'll find out if you watch the entire series.
Guys,
4 games.
It's only going to be 4 games. It'll be coming out within a 1 month period of time, so it should be fed to you pretty quickly, and every game's been friggin' amazing. We're on the 4th one now.
Oh, it's so wild.
Don't
mind this. This is little spaceships. Oh yeah, baby. This is one of the first conversions I ever made, and you get bonus points if you can just tell me what kits all of these pieces come from. I think it's about 4 different kits. If you do, I will shout you out in a video.
There you go.
There you go.
The Battlefleet Gothic's one of my great passions. I love this game. It's one of my favorites. Always a pleasure to play it. Anyways, what I was talking about earlier, the symmetrical mission thing. Yeah, what I always noticed when I played with people back in the day, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm down to play a game. I just want to do everything but these like 4 missions out of the 10. So we want to play these 6 very close to symmetrical missions because they give you like even in Battlefleet Gothic, there's a couple just. You deploy there, I deploy here, here's your points, play the game. And then people might lean towards playing those ones on like a quick decision, right? Like, because all the other ones take just a little bit more setup. Like, look what we're doing here. We're doing a planetary assault mission. Well, we're doing one of the planetary assault missions.
Yeah.
And
there's a few different types.
And then you have to set up, the side table. You have to set up the terrain for the game. You have to set up like the different quadrants for like terrain. We actually got a pretty clean battlefield here today. We only got a small cluster of asteroid fields. Funny enough, we're playing in a system of planets, and we got the second planet in the system is habitable. The Imperium uses it. It's got its moon over there, and then we rolled for another planet in the system. Like I guess that's the first system.
Either that, or it's a little moon, or like a secondary moon, or
another
something.
moon or something, right? It's just we got that over there now, and then it's just different ways of doing things. You set up, you set up terrain in this. You roll for every sextant on the battlefield. On a 4-up, you put a random debris of terrain there, based on where in the void you are. Are you in deep space, the outer rim, the inner rim? There's a few more. I can't remember the name.
Well,
of
so
them
it's
exactly.
either deep space, the outer reaches, or whatever,
reaches,
and then you've got the biosphere. Where,
and the inner biosphere.
You've got like primary biosphere, secondary biosphere,
and
then you've got the very, very close to the sun. Be careful, because sun melts ships.
Yeah. And then the closer you're to the sun, you got the sunward edge on the battlefield. All the terrain arcs towards where the sunward edge of the battlefield is. Just because that's how it works.
Physics works.
Yeah. Everything rotates around the sun, so all the debris orientates around the sun too. It's a lot of fun. A lot of thought went into it, I think.
Shout out to Andy Chambers and to Turbidius YouTube channel and on Instagram for a lot of inspiration that we've taken from to do this. And he's been great. I've been sending messages, asking him a bunch of questions and FAQs. So Turbidius on Instagram. Check him out. Does a lot of Battlefleet Gothic stuff.
Yeah, Battlefleet Gothic is loaded with flavor. It's definitely like a ponderous game. And even if funny, that's one of the rules in the thing. It's just Andy Chambers said it himself. The game is great. He was very proud of it out of the box. But as people wanted to play more and more ships on the table, it started getting creaky. Harder to play, harder to keep track of everything. So people play a couple cruisers, a couple escort squads, reasonable amount of points. But then what do you want to do if you have 5 cruisers and 20 escorts on the board, right? It's just started. Then you have to keep track of all the damage on every one. Which one's got critical damage? Which one doesn't have critical damage? You have to have a piece of paper off to the side, keeping all the notes on it. Not a bad thing. I think that's great. But if you're trying to get a game in 2 hours on like a Tuesday after work or something, that's not happening. you gotta play a small game for that. So he eventually went on to help design Drop Fleet Commander, which was essentially a successor to Battlefleet Gothic.
Yeah, it was like a spiritual successor. Yeah. And then now they just released Drop Fleet Commander second, or are they going
edition.
to? Or
Second, it's
they just it's already out. Nice, which is kind of cool because it's we like spaceship games. Right?
Yeah, any naval games, void games, anything with forced movement, I love. Where you have momentum, you can't just stop and turn. Well, some things can stop and turn. Eldar craft can stop and turn.
hey! I play fair and balanced mission games only. Says the guy who brings 1 million weapon batteries.
Actually, that's true. I don't even have any lances.
I
have two lances.
You know how tough it is to play against weapon batteries as an elf?
I don't actually have many. I don't have many lances.
Don't let him fool you.
He
knows exactly what.
Let me pull out my collection that I was playing with for this one. Let me show you all my. These are all weapon battery vessels.
You're just making excuses, Luca.
These, by the way, weapon battery vessels. These are lance vessels. They have some lances.
And none of them are on the table.
Well,
Zero.
I was going to add them, but I kept running out of points.
You know what he's using them as, folks? Fire.
No. I actually have my weapon battery vessels. That's my differently painted covers are fire ships.
Okay.
Which is just.
I'll let you get away this one time, Luca.
I don't know why this collection. Weapon batteries. I've always liked weapon batteries. I prefer weapon batteries over lances. But weapon batteries are especially good against Eldar.
They're especially good. I don't get any saves.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Just die.
Against Imperial and Chaos matchups, which was the out of the box matchup, the one it was kind of based all around. they added other fleets. So Lance is amazing in those matchups because there's such high armor, and Lances have such good range and everything. So you're just like, okay, knock your shields out. Oh, the Sunward Edge, there it is. No, that's the
Solar Flare.
That's the that's Solar Flare. What was the other one?
The Radiation Burst.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I should mention that we rolled for this area because we're we have Radiation Burst on the table now.
Yeah, like the sun.
Just casual. This
happens.
This habitable
we have an
planet.
atmosphere, so we don't feel them. The northern lights and the southern lights are literally radiation from the sun that will eventually kill you. That gets dissipated into the atmosphere.
Bless the atmosphere.
Bless the atmosphere.
We don't know what I would do without it. Don't think I'd be playing Battlefleet Gothic, I guess, if I'm to be honest. But that's why I like it, I suppose. It's honestly, the atmosphere is really a thankless job, isn't it?
It is. It is. It is.
Does anyone out there commonly thank the atmosphere on your day-to-day life? You ever just go outside and like, thanks, atmosphere?
I know. Depends on what mood it's in.
I suppose.
It's general atmosphere.
But yeah, that's we're just this time of year is really good for us because we can and then after we do so much of these passion projects, then we're kind of craving all the guests coming by, do all the big projects with the guests, everything. So it's a really good balance.
Okay, here's something for you. Yeah. You want something from us? Make sure you leave a comment, like on the video, tell us what you'd like Luke and I to do. You have 24 hours to let us know projects because we're deciding what we're doing next week. And if you inspire us, we might do your idea. Yeah. If you like an idea that somebody else put down, make sure you upvote it, and we'll take a look at them.
Should we let them know what our idea is?
No.
Ooh, but if they like that idea, they could be like, just do that instead.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Fine. If you like our idea, say just do that. Just leave a comment that says just do that.
What is our idea, Luca?
Okay, so it is a spin on the Legion Lockdown. I guess I won't explain what the Legion Lockdown is because it's not really important. The base premise of the campaign, it's going to be for Evolve members. I don't know if they'll be available for free on YouTube eventually. I don't know.
We'll put some up.
Some will be,
at least one.
Some will be free. It's going to be a History of 40K series. It's something that me and Scar have been wanting to do for a long time. It's essentially going through the older editions.
It'll be the
of
first
the game.
iteration of the series.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to go through, hopefully it's successful, we can do several other ones, but we're going to hit all the popular editions, which is pretty much all of them, minus 6, and play how these armies played in just nice tables, nice setups, nice narrative games. So 3rd edition is where we're starting, because 3rd edition is probably the most nostalgic.
So third and 4th, because 4th was 4.5.
4th was, yeah, so
3.5.
Yeah, 4th edition is technically a fixed up 3rd, but the 3rd edition codexes were pretty fire. And the ones that came on 4th, the 4th edition Space Marine Codex was a fan favorite too. Anyways, the idea is we play the older editions and showcase how all the armies used to play and the philosophy of their design in games.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, so that's the idea. We're gonna give every army a chance on the screen.
I almost didn't see him there.
Oh. And that's the idea. So if you like that idea, just do that. And every army will get a chance on the table. So yeah, there was a bunch of other iterations of it, but that's the one we decided we wanted to do. And we're gonna do the Legion Lockdown element of it. There's gonna be 3 columns like Xenos, Chaos, Imperial, and we're just gonna roll randomly which ones are on the table. We're gonna do the thematic list for those armies, obviously, the scenarios that make sense for those armies, and all that kind of stuff, right?
It's going to be super fun. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you let us know what you think down below. Good luck in the rest of the Open Vault video. We're going to get to filming. We
actually have a game to play.
We have a game to play.
We actually have a game to play. I can talk all day.
Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Okay, one last thing. We've got Black Friday deals going on this weekend, so check out the website. If there's something you've been looking to get, maybe now's the time. All right, that's all for this week. Happy wargaming.